One period of my life, I would watch speedruns of absolutely anything. Don't care what it is, I'm watching it. I don't care if I've ever played it, I don't care if I don't even like the game, I'm watching it. Because the speedrunning community is, I can get down with the speedrunning community. Like it really, I love it. You know, that it is, at its heart, right, obviously, it's people that just want to, just get going, right? But it's also made up of like a subsection group of just people that love to problem solve. Love to problem solve, right? So you have like the people that are like the thinkers, the people that really try to figure out how to do things faster. And then you have the people that just will smash their head against a brick wall until they get through that wall. And they'll just keep going and they'll keep going and they'll keep going over and over and over again. Now, that I couldn't do. Like, people that play a game over and over and over again trying to beat the time, I don't know how they do it. For me, that would kill me. It'd get boring. But I understand why they love it, because when you hit a record, when you hit a BB, it must be the best feeling ever, especially when you're at the highest level within that game, speedrunning it. But I always really loved the problem solving aspects of it, thinking, especially when it's such a big game with so many possibilities, being able to draw from all this information that you have with on the game, and then trying to work and put, it's like a jigsaw, those ones where it's like they're all the same color and it's so hard to put together, but you know that there is a way to put it together. You just need to think some more. And that problem solving aspect of speedrunning, I've loved so much. When I was younger, I was kind of like trapped in playing a lot of games, and I had such hunger for wanting to resolve things and to just to use my brain, I guess. And there wasn't much to be used. Like, there wasn't much to be done that was in front of me. Nothing was really challenging me. And speedruns were one of those things where I would love to go and watch someone on a game that I did know on Twitch, and they would speedrun things, and I would watch them through, a good few times, and I would suggest things, and I would just sit there, like, I would literally sit there trying to figure out a faster way for that person, because I know what they're doing, I would never do. But they're so busy doing that, they get stuck. You get stuck in a rhythm of like trying the same thing over and over again, trying to get better time with that sometimes trying a different thing is like a waste of time, or it can be a really big saver of time. I guess that's kind of where I realized that I love problem solving, right? Because again, like, even some games I wouldn't even play. I would just study them or understand them to the point where I could put information in or input into someone that's speedrunning it. And then I started to realize, like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't like the game. The speedrunning, I couldn't really care less in the sense of doing it, but I'd sit there trying to work out a different way. And I think it was like a starvation. Like, I was starved of brain activity. Yeah, I seeked it out. And I think it's really reflected when I've gotten older and people give me something to solve, or something to work on. It really makes me excited. I think it's a big reason why at one point in my life, I definitely still do it, but back a few years ago I was a lot more heavier on it, but where someone would come to me with, a personal problem or a life problem, and it kind of fused two things that I was pretty good at, problem solving and people. And I think as I sit here and I talk more and more and I yammer on, I realize that, yeah. There's so many times where I just sit here and I feel like I'm yapping away, and I am, for sure. But then I put two and two together from what I'm talking about, and it makes sense. That's why I love it. That's why I love helping people. Because I am good at people, and I'm good at problem solving. and I have a hunger for it. And I guess that's why. I guess even these videos are a little bit of that. I guess. So the lesson today, kids, is that what you want to do in your life will be not so apparent when you're doing them, especially when you're younger. But when you grow up and you just keep leaning in one direction, you just keep going there, you just keep dipping your head in whatever it is, you'll find the common denominator between all these things that you do, and you'll be able to pick it out and go, this is the thing I love doing. This is what all the things I've done, or a lot of the things I've done, or a lot of times I've learned in a certain way, have in common, and this is the thing I love doing. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at, is that if you'd asked me when I was sitting there jotting numbers down and strategies and techniques, what I loved doing, I wouldn't have told you I loved problem solving. I would have told you I loved speed runs. And yeah, I do love speed runs, but the common denominator within everything I've done, or a lot of things I've done, is that it's the problem solving that made me love it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.